morning, everybody. Well, it's morning here anyway, and it's a rainy morning. We've had a lot of rain this year, and the garden's just loving it. So I will have to do a video. It's getting towards the end of the season, but I'll do a video to show you what it's looking like. Some of the stuff is flowering, so that's kind of sad. But anyway, I wanted to tell you about something I'm making, but first let me tell you about me. So I'm Chris from Meats, Beats, and Bubbles, and I just want to show you this fantastic apron I got. I got it as a Christmas gift from Judy Barrett, so shout out Judy, thank you, thank you. And she did too. This one is reversed, so you can actually see what it says when I'm doing my videos. So thoughtful of her. I love it. And so this is my very first video this year. We've had some issues. Those that know me know what's been going on. So happy New Year, happy 2023, y'all. So let's get started on what we're talking about. And then at the end, I'll tell you where you guys can find me and follow me, just in case you want to know the goings on and the doings around here. So I was looking for a cocktail once, and I saw this Cranberry Cosmopolitan, and I said, oh, that sounds so good. Because, of course, it was, fall season. It was Thanksgiving, and I'm like, oh, but it calls for Cranberry Liqueur. And I didn't have any. So I decided to do a deep dive down the rabbit hole, as we all do. And I found a recipe for Cranberry Liqueur. I don't even remember where I found it from. I'll do that. I'll tag them in it so they get credit for it. But anyway, what I did was I made some cranberry liqueur, and and these tops are great too, you guys. If you do the mason jars, they're just a plastic one. Sometimes I get mine where the normal metal lids will rust. And these are fantastic. They have the seal in them. They make them for small and the large mouth jars. So different colors. And I think I gifted these to myself for Christmas. So this stuff's been brewing since December 7th. It's supposed to do 3 weeks. You just let it sit in a dark place. So pretty much that's the process of that, is you food process it up. Let me tell you what you need for it. So what you need is you need some water, and you need some sugar, you need fresh cranberries, and you need a little vodka. And what you do is make a simple syrup first. So you just take the water and the sugar, and you heat them till the sugar is dissolved. Let it cool. Then you're gonna blend up or food process up your fresh cranberries. Then you're going to mix it all together, and the easiest thing for me is a mason jar, because I have tons of them. But if you don't have that, just something that you could just, use for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like I said, this has been going since 12/7. Everything got in the way. Holidays, the mother-in-law had some issues. She broke her wrist, and we've moved her, and it's just been really tough. So smells wonderful. So I did make a test batch early for me, just a very small batch, and I did test it, and it was really good. I've given a couple for gifts. I'm waiting back for responses on that, so we'll see. But I liked it, and if you don't want to have huge bottles of stuff, make a batch and share it with people, and then you have enough for yourself. So after you get it all in the jar, you got a lot. I don't know if you can really see it in here, but there's a bunch of like the floating cranberries, because they don't get processed all the way. There's still a little bit, and I personally don't like the little chunky pieces in your cocktail. If you do, don't strain it. So I started to use a coffee filter, and I thought, you know what, this is just going to take forever. I'm not making cold brew. So what I did was I remembered I had my French press, and I'm like, I'm going to try that. And I'm a genius. I just have to tell you, I was like, oh, I don't know why I didn't think of it before. And so a French press, a lot of people use it to make coffee. I personally don't. I just like I'm very basic on my coffee. I just like my standard brew, whatever John's got, turns on the program in the morning. I wake up and my coffee is there. So anyhow, I was just like, where is it? So I found where I had put it. And basically, it's just got a filtered screen on there. And you just press it down. So I'll show you, but let me tell you about some other things that you could do with your coffee press. So you could actually rehydrate like mushrooms. You can juice berries because you actually press them down. And so if you're like me and don't like raspberry seeds in your stuff, it's perfect for that because you just press it until you juice them all. And then the juice comes up above the filter and you just pour it off. You can also use it to like rinse grains. I don't know about you, but if you've ever rinsed grains and then trying to get the water separated, if you don't have a fine sieve and all of that, it's perfect for that. And of course, coffee. But anyway, so what you do is you just pour it in. And I'm going to go ahead and you guys can probably hear and see. And it's splashing. Oh, I didn't make too much of a mess. So anyhow, you can see in there, those are just the solids that are left over from the berries when they get, blitzed up. So, so then you're just taking this and you're going to put it on there. And now it's right at the level of where the liquid is. And so you just slowly keep pressing until it stops and you can't press anymore. And then, I don't know if I trust myself, but I bought a fancy bottle for me that I just washed and sanitized. It's all clean. And I will pour in from the coffee press and see if I got it. If not, I'll press it again. So basically, I just pressed, let me move my coffee out of the way. Still waking up around here. So you just basically press it until it stops. So all of the solids should be below the filter. And let's just pour it in. Aha, there we go. Oh, I had a little spillage. Oh no. So I'm going to try to press down some more. There's a little bit of juice still coming up out of that. So we want to save all that goodness. I mean, after all, it was a lot of hard work doing that. Now, it's really one of the simpler recipes that I've made where you basically just blitzed it all. So what I did was basically I extracted all of the liquid from the solids. And then here is what the filter and the lid look like. And then there's still a little bit of the solids left in there. You can't see it very well, but in here, basically this is just like, if I didn't have sugar and vodka in there and all, I could just take this and put it right into the compost. And I do that with my coffee grounds too. That's the process, and it couldn't be easier. It's probably 15 minutes. That's the process of doing some cranberry liqueur, and it couldn't be easier. It was maybe about 15 minutes worth of work, and basically then it's just a lot of patience by waiting for it. Like I said, I made the test batch, and I actually added my test batch to this bottle here. And I just got this with just a little flip top lid just to keep it nice and sealed and safe. And if I can get my handwriting to look pretty enough, or maybe I'll even just write it on the bottle instead of using one of those chalkboard labels. So I'll mark this. And I can't wait to make another cocktail. So I will definitely come back to you and share that with you. But the first one I did make oh gosh, what did I make? Oh yeah, cranberry cosmopolitan is what I made on that. So if you have a French press, now maybe you know some other uses for it. And also comment if you've got some uses I didn't mention, because there are so many things you can do with the French press that aren't just coffee. So in the comments, and I'll tell you where you can comment. First, I'll put the recipe for the liqueur and how to make it. I'll put that on the blog, which is meatsbeatsandbubbles.com, as my apron says. And you can find all the recipes there, learn about me, all that. You can even comment on the recipes or ask questions there. But the other places you can find me is Pinterest. I post all my recipes on Pinterest. And then also, I've got Facebook and I do have Instagram. And this video will start out on YouTube and filter all over. So wherever you see it, ask a question, make a comment, tell me what you do with your French press. Tell me if you make the cranberry liqueur and if you liked it. And I think I might look at making some others now that I've experienced that. And like I said, it was about 3 weeks. And the longer it sits, the better it is. I mean, I've got some vanilla going that I can't wait to check on. I won't use the French press on that, but I'm so excited to check on that. It's so much cheaper than it is if you're buying the good stuff. Now you can get cheap vanilla, and I use that, you know, a lot too. But so excited to use my very own homemade vanilla. All right, guys, I think I have told you all I needed to tell you. You know where to find me. So I am going to go and visit my mother-in-law and see what she's up to today. So I will see you guys next time. I'm looking forward to making some more videos. And by the way, if there's something that you would love to see a video on, you know, hey, I love to try new things. So leave a comment for that. Find me, tell me, just tap me and say, Chris, make this. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.